a Capital One Quicksilver card, you earn unlimited cash back on every purchase everywhere. It's easy. That's just the way I like it. Oh, that's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. Woo! The Quicksilver card from Capital One. What's in your wallet? That's the way,
Capital One Bank, USA.
We are back here at the Heights Center in Princess Anne. Will DeBoer and Dave are with you. There's been some ghosts in the machine before the men's game. Anything on Morgan State. Hawks are 5-24 overall, 3-11 in the MEAC. Morgan State is 9-18 overall, 4-10 in conferences. Essentially the battle for 10th place in conference, or at least a share of 10th place. Morgan State won the first game in this season series, 66-53 in Baltimore 2 months ago. Hawks looking for revenge tonight. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll hear from Fred Batchelor, Hawk women's coach, after their loss to Morgan State from earlier today, 57-53. Then we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip. We're glad you could join us on your Monday night, and we'll hope to still be joining you after this on the Shore Sports Network, sports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment
1.5% cash back on every purchase. Unlimited? Unlimited? Unlimited! Unlimited. Any way you say it, earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase just sounds good. Capital One. What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet? What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA NA.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
15:39 to play in the first half. All Eastern Shore up 12-2 over Morgan State. Ryan Dino to back-to-back trays. Well, he promised one of his friends on Twitter earlier today he's going to pull up from 30 feet at some point. He might be able to hit that. Maybe 35 if this keeps up. Morgan basketball after Todd Bozeman's desperation timeout. 13th year as the head coach of Morgan State. Straight away three, that's an air ball, but Stanley Davis there for the offensive rebound. Looked like he pushed a man out, and he gets the layup to fall. It traveled around the iron twice and in. Davis with a chance for a three-point play. Coach Reed's calling for a double dribble. He didn't get it. No. Kane Bartley checks down Ahmad Frost into the game for the first time. Frost, a junior guard from Cincinnati, Ohio. 5 points, 2 rebounds in the game. Stanley the Manley at the line. Snell Academy graduate in Chester, PA. First team all Delaware Valley. Free throw is in. And A.J. Cheatham into the game. Georgia and Gordon State College. Missed a month and a half of a hand injury. Now he's back, working his way back into full form. 12-5 Shore. Halftime. Now Rudy turns it over. It's stolen by Malik Miller. Up to Davis, right baseline. Pull up 15-footer. Lips out. Rebounds in the air. Davis swoops in for the teardrop from the middle of the lanes up and in. Stanley Davis with the second chance bucket. Now it's Morgan State's turn to bring some chaos. 12-7 Eastern Shore, 5 minutes in. A.J. Cheeseman right baseline, and he's mauling away up by McRae Pace.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a full court game, and you're going to get your voice in good gear today. So.
It's a good thing I took auctioneer lessons over the offseason. 20, one by 30, 40, 45, 44, whatever.
You got it. Morgan's going to press full court. They got a smaller lineup. They got to get that type of basketball game. The Hawks have the size in this basketball game.
Cheeseman, 61% foul shooter, and the first one's up and in. In the game for Morgan State, Jordan Little, junior. Jersey. Started basketball in 8th grade. Now he's a scholarship athlete on Division I team. It's impressive.
Probably had a good
Cheeseman, 6 early. Frost there for the rebound. Fresh 34. Up 13-7. 5 minutes gone by in the first half. Jim V top circle for the Hawks around the corner. We're going left side. Inside for Cheeseman. Left baseline out to Andy. 30-footer left. Wait. It's on. Cheeseman chasing down the rebound himself. Some in the middle of the court. Rudy comes up with it. Now it's Andino. We'll try again. No defense is back for him. Rudy on the left wing. Eastern Shore after Rudy jumps out for Frost. Ahmad for 3. Hooks to the right. Rudy offensive rebound. Now Rudy will try the right corner of 3. And this time he nails it. Third chance play for Brian Rudy. 6 Shore. 14 change to go in the first half. Air basketball.
Hawks are lighting it up.
Martez Cameron, right wing. Now it's out to Burke. Eastern Shore 3 of 6 from deep. Malik Miller, now the crowd's into it, chanting for defense. Isaiah Burke, right wing to Davis, around the horn to Cameron with 5 to shoot. Cameron, offensive foul. Stanley Davis seals screen. Davis, keep an eye on that.
The Hawks have only missed 1 shot in this basketball game in 6 minutes.
Brian Arudia out and Kanan Bartley's back in. Arudia with 5 of the early 16 balls. First 6 minutes drops by 9. Frost at the M, skips it for Cheeseman on the right wing, guarded by Little. Pass behind Andino and out of bounds, and Morgan State takes over. A rare miscue for Maryland Eastern Shore.
Yeah, unforced error there.
Stanley Davis flicks it in for Martez Cameron, right to left in the front court. Morgan State. Davis now hops out for Burke, left wing for three, bullseye. Isaiah Burke with Bartley closing fast to rattle home. 16-10 Shore, 13.5 to go in the first session. Shindy into the front court for the Hawks, shovels it back for Frost on the left sideline. Frost centers up, one-hand wraparound for Cheeseman, right of center on the perimeter. Little all up in his face. Little is anything but with that body. Back to Andino, nearly stolen by Davis. Now it's Frost again with 10 to shoot. Ahmad Frost with Stanley Davis guarding. Frost, 7. Screen set by Cheeseman. Frost left wing, pick and roll with Cheeseman, middle lane. He's bumped with 2 to shoot, lays it up, and one. A.J. Cheeseman on the pick and roll.
Strong that time by Cheeseman. Strong. He got hacked all over the upper arm.
That is sharp cheddar inside for A.J. Cheeseman. Brian Andino out, Brian Arrudia back in. Now Cheeseman with a chance for a 3-point. Rawls checks in for the first time. Sophomore guard from Newcastle, Delaware, and Tyler Streeter, aspiring politician. I think always use politician. Cheeseman's free throw is in. 3-point play for AJ. 19-10 Eastern Shore. 7 minutes gone by in the basketball game. Morgan basketball. Stanley Davis high stepping up the right sideline. Inside for Little, right baseline. Cross court rainbow for Walls. Left wing 3. Front iron. Rebound volleyed out of bounds. Davis saves it in. It's to Arrudia though. Here comes Eastern Shore with numbers forward. Arrudia circles out of the left wing. Arrudia finds Frost at the edge of the M. Gets instruction from Cliff Reed. 9-point Hawk advantage early in this one. Arrudia on the left channel, flicks the Cheeseman off his mark, step to shoot, hand off to Kane Bartley. 5 seconds left, and 4. Briefly tries left to wing space. Teardrop falls short, and a rebound by Stanley Davis. Here comes Davis, 3-on-2 for the Bears. This is Burke, right wing. His 3 is nothing but net. Transition Trey, 19-13 Eastern Shore, 12 to go first half. Isaac Taylor, right baseline for the Hawks, finds Frost, middle lane, the teardrop, rattles around and in. Come on, Eastern Shore, 12 even to go before halftime. In the right corner, Tyler Streeter from Morgan State, 8-foot floater, baseline is in. Streeter, bumping bodies down low. 21-15 Eastern Shore, 11:48 to go in the first.
Streeter with the left hand.
Arrudia finds Bartley right wing for the Shore, guarded by Burke. Skips it for Taylor, around the horn to Frost. Ahmad on the left wing. Tyson Rawls all up in his... Cheeseman pass too strong, tipped out for Frost. 8 to shoot for the Hawks. Now to Arrudia from the end with 5 seconds. 4 screen step by Taylor, and they'll get him for an illegal screen. Yeah, it looked like he didn't get his foot set. Almost tried to wrap his leg around him. You can't exactly do that. No.
High-pace octane game.
So buckle in, everybody. 11:56 to play in the first. That Eastern Shore leads 21-15 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Courtyard by Marriott on Route 13 in Salisbury offers comfortable rooms and meeting spaces, as well as always superior customer service in a great location near the mall. Call 410-742-4405 and ask for details about their special Maryland Eastern Shore partner rates. The Courtyard by Marriott in Salisbury, an official partner of Maryland Eastern Shore. And to bring you this broadcast, Hawks basketball on SFMSports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and energy with tips, tools, and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyone saves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyone saves. Delmarva, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Back on the Shore, Hawks leading Morgan State 21-15, 11:20 to go in the first half. Basketball has been, as you described, a high-octane first half. And sprinting to the front court for Morgan State. Davis rolls, cuts left, right in the middle of the paint. Andino's up in his face. Back to Burke, steps into a jumper at the free throw line. That lips out. Bartley elevates to the board. Shore basketball. Bartley pushes forward. Rudy on the left wing. Now it's Jim feet top circle around the horn for Bartley. Kanan on the right wing. Crossover trying to get loose from Burke. By an orange jersey and out of bounds.
Both teams playing very hard. They're going at it full speed ahead. It's going to be an attrition race toward the end of the half, end of the game.
Rudia flicks it behind the timeline to Andino. 50-50 ball. Andino juggles to himself, and the Hawks got away with a backcourt violation there. You can tell even the crowd from behind us can see it. Here's Rudia at the left high post, accelerating in baseline. Cross contact late to the end. Ryan Rudia with authority down low.
They're using his body that time. Off the glass. Another three-point opportunity for the Hawks.
Ahmad Frost in for the Hawks. Ken Barley out. Brian Rudia. 7 points, 5 rebounds so far today. This it's off the heel. Rebound ricochets. It's controlled by Morgan State. 23-15. Eastern Shore. Tax time. 10:40 play in the first half. Devonish to check back in for Morgan State. Finds Davis right baseline. Davis throws a wild prayer, but he draws contact doing so, and he'll shoot free throws. Stanley Davis to the line. A 79% free throw shooter. That's 10th in the conference. Ahmad Frost picked up a foul. Kanan Bartley's about to check in again for Eastern Shore, and David Syfax for Morgan. Davis, free throw, triple to Twine. Bartley in for Frost. Davis, 20 games this season, or 5 points, 5 games this season of 20 points or more. Eventually, we're going to get the right combination there. Also, 4 double-doubles, his biggest game. And Arrow lost to South Carolina State. 20 rebounds. Makes the second free throw, and Syfax checks in for him. 23-17. 10:32 to play in the first half. Here's Gabriel Jimphy on the left sideline. Sprints into the front court for the Hawks. It's loose. Finger roll. Layup counted and the foul. Gabriel Jimphy. 1,000-watt smile from him after the breakaway lay-in.
And the iron was kind that time. A little roll.
The iron is kind. Everything's been kind to Maryland Eastern Shore today. The foul against Jordan Little. That's his second. Now Jimphy with 1 shot. Jimphy had 11 rebounds the other night at Delaware State. He's 17 Eastern Shore. 10-20 to go. Morgan basketball. Right to left. Here's Devonish Prince at the right wing. Chasing the corner by Bartley. Devonish back out for Rawls. Now Syfax top circle. Syfax kicks it out of bounds. Nearly takes up to his dean at one of the baseline tables there. That's keeping the expensive seats awake.
That's right. Alert. Make sure you watch the game down there.
Hawk basketball trying to push it to double digits. Just the second time. 10 minutes gone by. An explosive 10 minutes for the Hawks to 26-17. Here's Kanan Bartley. Sees daylight right side. Finds a Rudy in the right corner. Thought about the three. Instead, he centers up on the perimeter. Tyler Streeter accelerates out. Rudy splits 2 defenders. Loses the ball out of bounds. Knocks over another orange jersey down low. And
we got lucky. We got lucky on that. We'll take the out of bounds over a foul.
Certainly. Hawks 6 turnovers, shooting 9 of 13 in the first half. That's 69%. Devin double team tries to back down and skips it out for Streeter. Streeter spins around free throw line, fakes left, fakes right, moves left. Left-handed jump shot is up and in. Tyler Streeter with the jumper, and now he's got a blocking foul on Devonish Prince before the Hawks can even inbound. That's number 7 against Morgan State. The Hawks for the final 9:29. half for shooting 1-1. Martez Cameron checks back in for Morgan State. Tyson Rawls is out. Brian Arudia to the line. It's a 1-1 situation for the first one. In and out. Curry there for the rebound. Forward 6'8" from Chicago. A lot of Chicagomen on the roster for Todd Bozeman. Oregon basketball down 26-19, 9 and change to go in the first half. Devonish Prince on the right wing for the Bears. Chasing to the right corner by Andino. Devonish Prince now backs down, cuts across the paint, left-handed layup, missed everything off the window. Andino comes down with the rebound, and he gets fouled. Victor Curry, a little too selfish or eager that time. Aggressive.
I don't know, the Hawks got a great opportunity here for 9 minutes. I think they're going to shoot a lot of.
Eastern Shore as a team this season is middle of the road in the MEAC, 67% free throw shooting. Andino, elite though, when he makes his first free throw. An 84% foul shooter. Gets to the line often by virtue of him just being a three-point shooter, but when he does, he gets advantage. And, fifth-year senior from Fort Lauderdale, has been through a lot as a Hawk, as his free throws in. 1,000-point scorer, free for the 10th in Hawk history. 28-19 Shore, 9 even to go in the first half. Quick trigger layup from Devonish Prince, misses, but now right side, the second chance opportunity for Syfax, and he's popped on the head. Falls back and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Fouls against Kanan Hartley.
If you're going to the basket, you're going to get fouled without question. We're going to run out of players or free throws.
Alfred Smith, Jose Carey, and Michael Terry, the 3 men in strike today. Syfax, 67% free throw shooter. The first one hooks to the left. From Detroit, Michigan, Pershing High School. First team All-Detroit. He had 2 straight double-doubles earlier this month against Norfolk State and Howard, 12 and 10 and 18 and 10. Second, to the line for Syfax, 28-20 Eastern Shore, under 9 to play before halftime.
Full court man-to-man by the Bears.
Here's Bartley, left to right, the front court for Hawks. Now it's Arudia and Ahmad Frost. Syfax on him, skips it out for Arudia on the right channel. Jimmy coming out to set a screen. Arudia takes the pick and roll to Jimmy. Slip free, Jimmy inside, gets around Curry, 30-20 for sure. Everything's working for the Hawks.
An old-fashioned pick and roll looking really good.
8:30 to go before halftime. Halftime can't get here soon enough for Morgan State. Inside for Curry, left baseline, cuts across Jimmy and gets fouled. Jimmy, the contact on Victor Curry, and he'll shoot there. Victor Curry from Chicago went down to Florida, played the famous I'm looking at a different guy from Chicago. He's from Monty High School, went to Cleveland State Community College. He gets his first free throw. Recruited by Portland State, Jackson State, Tennessee Martin, Chicago State, and Texas Rio Grande Valley. Before deciding on Morgan State. A.J. Cheeseman back in for the Hawks. Kanan Bartley out with the first fouls. Curry, second free throw, lips out. Down the board. 30-21 Shore. 8 1/4 to play in the first half. Brian Arudia dancing around the M for the Hawks. Now it's Frost, left elbow, cuts across the step back, 18-footer, hook to the left. Rebound, volley, out toward for Devonish Prince. Right by Andino. Devonish Prince, left wing, first chest pass for Streeter, left baseline. It's separation, steps to the 15-footer. That's too strong. Second chance for Syfax. He's able to grab contact. Line drive layup misses, but he'll shoot a pair of free throws when we come back. 7:50 play in the first half. Eastern Shore leads 30-21 on the Shore Sports Network and sports.net.
Do you
Need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Pasa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and
Pivot
Instagram.
Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Atlantic region, with over 270 locations and providing medicine services to over 120 youth, scholastic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Pivot Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, providing athletic training and physical therapy care to your Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks.
This is Hawks Basketball from SFMSports.net.
To play the first half. Eastern Shore 30, Morgan State 21. Will DeBoer and Dave Bird with you. And Dave, it comes down to shooting this first half. Hawks 10 of 15 from the floor.
That's why they got a 9-point lead. They've been shooting the ball extremely well. Hopefully they take advantage of his foul shots coming up down the stretch. Both teams now in free throw. We could be here a while tonight.
Morgan State's 5 of 8 from the line. Eastern Shore 7 of 10. David Syfax to shoot 2. Syfax's second trip to the line. He was 1 of 2 the first time, and his first one this time lips home. Syfax last year 6.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. The year before that 6 points, 4 rebounds. In MEAC play, he's pushed his rebounding total close to 6 per game, which gets him top 20 in the league, and his second free throw rattles home. 30-23 Eastern Shore, 7:47 to go in the first half. Here's Ahmad Frost left to right across the M for the Hawks. It's Frost, Cheeseman, Arudia. It's a lineup for Shore. It's the small orange lineup. Here's Arudia top circle. Now left wing for Eastern Shore. 10 to shoot. Pesky, Martez, Cameron guarding him. Arudia sees the right side cut off with 5 to shoot. Arudia crossover, tries the right baseline, teardrop, lifts out. Cameron elevates for the clearance. Here comes Morgan State. Devonish Prince, the free throw line, loses a handle. Ball's on the floor. It's a scrum in the middle of the lane. Victor Curry chases it down left baseline. And a missed layup down low. Streeter came swooping in, missed the point blank. That one moved too fast for him.
I think somebody got a hand on that for a block, too.
Hawk basketball. Here's Arudia at the left channel. Back towards the edge of the M, but Streeter in his face. Hawks winding this clock down again. They do this quite a bit. They'll wait until the dying moments of the shot clock. AJ Cheeseman top circle back to Arudia. Right wing 3. Bullseye! Brian Arudia. He's got 10. 33-23 Hawks, 6.5 to play in the first half. Devonish Prince in the right corner for Morgan, backs out. Double team, stops the dribble, cuts it down for Cameron. Right baseline, 18-footer, friendly roll off the heel and in. Cameron cuts to single digits, 33-25 Shore, 6:12 to go for halftime. Brian Rudy. Big fist pump from Brian Arudia. Oh boy, and some chirping with the Morgan State benches. Jordan Little objected. Arudia had just a general fired up pump with a fist. I think he was trying to go to the fans who busted, but it was right in Little's face, and I think Little objected. So Arudia with a chance for a 3-point play, and he might end up getting teed up for this one. They're sending everybody back to their corners to look this over.
Yeah. That's why they got a video.
There will be some extracurricular activity that the official will have to call here, but Brian Arudia with 5 straight points before that. We'll say extracurricular again. Arudia coming alive today. Highly reminiscent of his game a month ago when he went for 21 points, 9 assists, and the game-winning bucket in the final seconds to beat South Carolina State.
It's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this.
Cheating crew taking a look at it. Alfred Smith, Jose Carey, and Michael Terry. Wow. Todd Bozeman, the Morgan State coach, has come out, and he is asking for an explanation. Bozeman, winning as head coach in Morgan State history, still rocking the sneakers the way he does for every game.
Yeah, it does.
To the ties, faced a few lows as well. The golden era for Morgan State was the late Hawks 2010. Went 72-33, 3 straight MEAC regular season titles, won back-to-back tournament championships in 2009 and 10.
He had some good teams during that stretch. Hard to beat.
The technical foul was called, that is against Brian Arrudia. Get Arrudia, not little for the technical. Fired up, certainly with emotion, and thank you, sir. Explanation.
Got it pretty clear.
Very good. Jose Carrion came over. It's a technical foul against Brian Arrudia. 2 free throws for Isaiah Burke. And then Brian Arrudia will shoot 1 free throw. The part of the 1-and-1 as Burke's first free throw lifts out. So at the very least, these technical free throws can't. Burke has missed both of his free throws.
As long as that technical will come out and haunt us, on Arrudia.
And it was the second foul against Arrudia.
His second foul.
Something to keep an eye on. Related 3-point play here. This will boost the Hawks to their largest lead of the ball game. And he's it. Well short. Rebound Stanley Davis. After all of that, still 35-25. Hawks 6:06 to play in the first half. And a big fast break for Martez Cameron. Boxed inside the lane. Laced up and in. 35-27 Eastern Shore. Under 6 to play before halftime. Here's Cheeseman at the edge of the M for the Hawks. AJ wraps it up for Andino on the right channel. Now it's Arrudia, right sideline. Rudy with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. A busy first half for him. 10 screens by Cheeseman. Arrudia, left elbow, get pushed down by David Syfax. Arrudia took a tumble over, and he was reaching for that right elbow, or knee. Right knee, the elbow of the leg. Fouls against David Syfax. That's his second, and it's maybe the only thing that slows down Rudy today, Dave, is
they've been playing well.
Whenever they instinctively reach for the knee, you know it can't be good.
Back knees on knees, sometimes that's a stinger. And that can go away as long as it isn't physical. They could have banged knee on knee, and that can go away, but be sore tomorrow.
Now they're calling out a trainer for Maryland Eastern Shore. This is Morgan Brash will come out. Kind of block the Hawks. Kane Bartley will check in and take the free throws in his stead. So with Rudy out of commission for now, Kane Bartley to the line. He's a 75% free throw shooter. 10 points last Saturday against Dell State. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Hit 4 free throws in the final minute. And it's part of that huge comeback win. First free throw here, big arc, but unfriendly bounce on the iron.
Both teams having a hard time finding a basket for the free throw line.
LaPree and McCray pace back in for Orange, and David Syfax, his 2 fouls out. Syfax and Curry and Little with 2 fouls each for Orange. For the Hawks, it's Arrudia and Taylor who have 2 fouls. This hardly makes a second free throw. 36-27, Maryland Eastern Shore. Nate's overtime. 5:30 to play in the first half. Orange basketball travel. They get Isaiah Burke for starting his run too early. And the Hawks take over on what's the 10th turnover for Morgan State. Like a stanchions fell down here behind us. You kids get off our set. And here's from Maryland Eastern Shore. Ahmad Frost guarded closely by Cameron. Screen set by Jimpy. Frost on the right wing. 8 to shoot. Cross over Cheese. AJ 11 for 3. Short. Davis climbs the ladder for the board. That would have brought the house down. Morgan basketball right to left. Here's Martez Cameron. Hands it off for Davis. Davis with the head pop. Gabriel Jimpy fouls him. Maybe a little bit of play acting, but for Davis, that's knowing what sort of contact is going to come out. Foul against Jimpy. That's his second. Now both teams in the double bonus with 5:01 to play for half.
A lot of points from the three-throw line could be made.
Makes some popcorn. It's going to be ready by halftime if you're at home. As Davis misses the first free throw. Tyson Rawls back in for Morgan State, the Newcastle, Delaware man from St. George's Tech High School. Gatorade Delaware Player of the Year 2 years ago. 36-28, Eastern Shore, 5 minutes even to play before halftime. Cross breaks into the front court for Maryland Eastern Shore. Hand off back to Bartley. Bartley, center court. Pass pass for Cheeseman. Cannon, left seam, guarded by Rawls. 10 to shoot. Comes from Cheeseman. Bartley takes it left side, baseline, jumps down low for Jimpy. Gabriel, point blank, lays it up and in. The Bartley to Jimpy connection makes it 38-28 Shore. 4.5 to go in the opening session. Rawls in the right corner for Morgan. Back out for Cameron. Now Rawls again. Right wing gets bumped by Frost, and free throws coming for Kyson Rawls.
Both teams slowing the play down just a little bit, if you notice, toward the end of this half.
Is it more of a
I think
just strategy change, or do you think they're gassed?
No, it's just out of gas. They've been playing very, very hard.
They have.
Both sides.
Both scrambling for position at the end of the MEAC season. And the last few games they've played against each other have come right down to the wire. Rawls' first free throw, nothing but net, 83% foul shooter. Montrez Oliver in, the local kid, south from Washington High here in Princess Anne, and 6'2". Seeing significant action in the first half. Second free throw for Rawls is in. That was the second foul against Frost, by the way. He's still in the game. Frost left to right into the front court from Maryland Eastern Shore. Pass Cheeseman, top of the circle. Finds Oliver on the right wing. Montrez Oliver, hands off for Bartley. Kanan holding the basketball, guarded by Malik Miller. 10 to shoot. Bartley tries the right wing, double team at the baseline, tries to get around, and he steps out of bounds. Morgan basketball when we return. 3:54 to play before halftime. Eastern Shore 38, Morgan State 30 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Your Doc's In Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Doc's In has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Doc's In Urgent Care with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and energy with tips, tools, and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyonesaves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyonesaves. Delmarva Power, proud sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
Final 3:54 of an exciting first half of the Heights Center. Maryland Eastern Shore leads Morgan State 38-30. Leading scorer for the Hawks, Brian Rudy, at 12 points, 4 of 5 shooting, but he's on the shelf right now, or he was at least after getting his right knee banged up, but he is back in the ball game. Zerudia, Oliver, Frost, Jimpy, and Cheeseman on the floor for White. Morgan State bringing out Miller, Burke, Davis, Rawls, and Martez Cameron, who will jog it up. Cameron right to left across the again. Chest pass for Burke. They work it around the horn for Miller. Davis top of the circle now. Back to Cameron on the left wing, and now Davis straight away. Kicks it to Burke. Right. Straight away for three. Lips to the right. Cheeseman boxes out. Tries to push it to Arrudia, and it's off an orange hand. Eastern Shore basketball.
Yeah, the Hawks came out of the huddle that time, played a 3-2 zone defense, and it worked to their advantage.
Morgan State couldn't find any real estate inside, settled for the awkward three. Full court press for Morgan State as and the Bears take over again.
Tough ass there.
Clock is running. It did run for a couple of extra seconds.
Out of bounds now for Morgan underneath their own basket.
Inbound is to Burke in the right corner, and Burke hand checked. He tried to sprint into the backcourt. He was going the wrong way, and he still got fouled. Fouls against Ahmad Frost. That's number 3 against Ahmad. Both teams well into the double bonus. And Ryan Andino's coming back in for Eastern Shore.
2 shots.
Burke at the line, Bowie High School grad, born in Annapolis as he makes his first free throw. Ryan Andino back in for Frost. Burke in high school he played with the former Morgan State walk-on Jalen Robinson. Also Quentin Rayton, who plays for Towson now.
But he's a feature for Bowie High School.
Short. Cheeseman climbs the ladder. 38-31 Eastern Shore, 3:14 to go in the first half. Arrudia zigzags into the front court for the Hawks. Brian on the left sideline. 12.6 rebounds, 2 assists today, and now he's got an offensive foul as Cheeseman got tangled up with Stanley Davis. And the Hawks get it away. That's their 13th turnover. Oh no, it's foul against Montrezl Oliver, actually. Zeke Taylor back in, AJ Cheeseman out. Taylor after those 2 home runs. First to second of this game has scored. Inside for Malik Miller, left wing. Backside against Taylor. Now try the left baseline double team. Kick out now straight away for Rawls. Straight away 3. Rims in and out. Rebound Jimpy. Pass to Arrudia, and he's fouled by Martez Cameron.
We're getting a foul about every 10 seconds, I think.
A start and stop like a rainy day at Daytona or Dover.
Back and forth.
Arrudia back to the line. There's one flaw to his game so far today. It's the free throw shooting. He's just 2 of 5. He may get 3 of 6. He rattles home the first.
Got the roll that time. The iron was gone.
Baker doesn't for Arrudia. He's matched his uniform number in this first half, 13. Speaking of 13, the Bears' 13 counterpart checks in Tyler Streeter. Malik Miller out. Arrudia, second free throw, rattles home. 40-31 Eastern Shore, 2:45 to go before halftime. Now Colin Gaynor checks in for the first time. Redshirt sophomore from Berlin, Maryland, 6'5" swingman. Went to Parkside Zion Baptist Christian for prep. Orange basketball. Here is Streeter on the left wing, looking inside. Davis around the horn to Martez Cameron. Cameron, right baseline for Streeter. Streeter now inside the same spot to Davis. Davis double team in the corner, throws it behind the line, and Burke touches up for a backcourt violation.
Good defense by Hawk. They double team in the corner and left no place to throw it.
Things are not going to go right for you about 95% of the time if you're double teamed in a corner.
In their corner. That's right.
Basketball's death wish. Arrudia inbounds for Gaynor. Tries to hand it back to him and now eventually does. And Dino Jiffy and all are also on the floor for White. A small lineup as Gaynor gets separation, but they'll get an offensive foul. That's against Brian Arrudia, and that's number 3. So now 2 of the Hawks men at point guard have 3 fouls. Kanan Bartley's checking in.
We're having a lot of trouble setting the pick. Stationary setting the pick.
14 first half fouls for the Hawks. Morgan State's got 11. It was 2:08 to go before the half. Here's Rawls straight away from Morgan State. Sees daylight left side. Kicks out for out for Streeter, 3 ball, too strong. Oliver Hall's in the board. Eastern Shore basketball up 9 under 2 to go before the half. Treads on the right wing. Guarded closely by Martez Cameron. Chased towards the timeline and up now to Kanan Bartley. Eastern Shore slow things down here. Methodical as they are. Bartley slithers in to the right wing. Then to shoot. Now it's Gaynor. Had the open jumper. Orange closed pass on D. And now an offensive foul as Gaynor with the elbows. Looks like he knocked over Stanley Davis. The crowd doesn't like it. But that looked like an offensive
recall. He jumped right into the defense was there. He jumped up, but Stanley going straight in here.
Make it 15 first half outs for Eastern Shore. Morgan State milking it. Martez Cameron from the M. Dump off for Rawls. Now it's back to Cameron. Cameron top circle. On the straight right in front of the Hawk bench. 40-34. Morgan State down to 6 even after this Florida Hawk makes. 1 minute to go before halftime. Bartley dancing into the front court from Maryland Eastern Shore. Screen coming from Gaynor. Bartley takes it to the left wing, cuts into the baseline, double team, teardrop off the backboard, and it's another offensive foul. It is. So, if you're keeping track at home, that's all 3 point guard options for Maryland Eastern Shore with 3 first half fouls. A.J. Cheeseman in and out. The Hawks don't have a true point guard on the floor here, Dave. No. Ryan Andino and Montrez Oliver are the 2
choices
at this point.
That's right.
Kind of a bigger lineup, though. Jimphy and Gaynor and Cheeseman. Morgan State going to try and take advantage here. This is Martin on the right, or Cameron on the right wing. Into the left corner. This is Rawls for 3. Skims the rim. Andino boxes out for the board. And it's Shore basketball. Montrez Oliver calls a timeout, and Cliff Reed and crew will talk this over with 31.2 seconds to go in the half. Hawks up 40-34. There's about a 5-second difference, 4 to 5 seconds between the shot and the game clock. So the Hawks can hold on until virtually the last shot. They usually do anyway. I can think of only a few possessions where the Hawks have pulled a quick trigger.
Right. You know, they've been taking their time on offense. And they really because Morgan's not shot the ball well at all, and that's attributed to the Hawks defense.
Only 10 of 27 from the floor. That's 37%. Hawks 13 of 20, 65% from the floor. But the saving grace for Morgan State has been the Hawk turnovers. 12 of them, 7 and 3 more free throw attempts. They all 11-18, but out there, and they could stay, or will stay a factor as we head into the second half. Inbounded to Montrez Oliver. Hawk basketball, trying to get the last lap in the first half. Oliver at the edge of the M for Maryland Eastern Shore. 20 seconds left, 15 to shoot. Trying to back off against Cameron. Those two dancing around like Fred and Ginger at the midway. Screen by Andino. Oliver to the right wing. Step to shoot. Montrez fancy dribbling. Sees daylight, jumps in for Jimphy. Right elbow. Runs into his own man. In Gaynor. And it's a travel.
7 seconds left now.
7-8. 4. The half of the 3 ball gets it in one possession. Hold up. Sweat break. Sending any out there to wipe up the sweat, and that'll crew get set. He was yelling, stamping his feet all over, and now he's sending Ahmad Frost in as looks like Colin Gaynor could get with the program. Now you really got to be careful with your Frost. You pick up a 4th foul. Inbound is Isaiah Burke, right? Left towards Morgan State. 4 seconds. 3 finger roll layup. Jimphy got a fingertip on it. Oliver, half-court heave. Top of the backboard. That's halftime. Maryland Eastern Shore 40, Morgan State 34. A high-octane first half. Both teams head to the locker room with something to brag about. The Hawks shooting over 60%. Morgan State surviving the initial onslaught. They trail by just 6. We'll take a break, come back with the stats, out-of-town scores from across the MEAC, and a quick snapshot of where things stand for the potential tournament next week. Again, your score at halftime, the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks 40, the Morgan State Bears 34 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Your Doc's In Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches, whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Doc's In has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Doc's In Urgent Care with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
In the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, success for our student athletes isn't just measured by wins and losses, points on the scoreboard, or individual stats. It's also measured by their performance in the classroom, in the community, and ultimately graduation. Our student athletes aren't just playing to win a single game. They're playing to win at life, because games end, but life keeps on going. The MEAC, educating student athletes for the game of life.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. For free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations, one-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by Tomorrow.
0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
Need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Lay back, relax with your toes in the sand, and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Pasa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-869-100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net. Now let's go courtside. This is the halftime show.
We welcome you inside the Shore Halftime Show, courtside at the Heights Center in Princess Anne, where the Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks lead the Morgan State Bears 40-34. Will DeBoer and Dave Bird with you. And Dave, there have been several games where the Hawks haven't broke 60. They average just 56 points a game, and they are on their way. 40 first-half points, shot 65% from the floor. That was as good of an offensive performance as we've seen from Maryland Eastern Shore in many a year.
And to continue to shoot the way they did for the second half, they got a great chance for a W. The only downside is they were in just a little bit of foul trouble with 3 of our point guards, or people that played the point guard, each having 3 fouls.
Indeed they do. 16 total fouls for the Hawks in that first half, but they've got the offense to at least keep up with it. Eastern Shores, they've only broke 70 points once this season. They haven't broken 80 in about 14 months, if the math is correct in my head. But they're on their way. Hawks shot 24 first half, 65%, 4 of 8 from distance, 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Morgan State, 10 of 28 in the first half, just 6%, but they did get off 8 more shots, 3 of 10 from deep, 11 of 18 from the line. Leading scorer for the Hawks, 15 points, 4 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 2 from deep, also 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Rudia having a crackerjack day. Other scores for the Hawks, 8 for Ryan Andino. He's got a couple of trays. 7 for Gabriel Jimby, 4 each for Isaac Taylor and A.J. Cheeseman, 3 from Matt Frost, and then scoreless have been Kanan Bartley, Colin Gaynor, and Montrez Oliver. For Morgan State, 10 off the bench for Isaiah Burke, 3 of 8. He's 3 of 5 from downtown is Burke, who only averages 8 points a game. He got 10 in the first half. Other Morgan scorers, 8 for Stanley Davis and 5 rebounds, what we expected out of him. 4 points from Artez Cameron, 4 for Tyler Streeter, 3 for David Syfax, deuce each for Tyson Rawls and Malik Miller, 1 for Victor Curry, and then 3 starters for Morgan are scoreless. Sure, with Evan Prince, Lepre, McRae Pace, and Antonio Gillespie. It's just 3 people. I know they got 5 names. And Jordan Little also scoreless in the first half. Leads at 19-13 on the lottery. Morgan 6-5-3. They lead on the offense glass. The foul situation, here's where it gets kinky for Maryland Eastern Shore. 16 first-half fouls, 3 each for, as they mentioned, all 3 of the point guard options. Ken Bartley, Brian Arudia, and technical foul after he taunted the Morgan State bench after a reverse layup that led to an and one. So perhaps costly show of emotion. That time it happens every now and then, but you just hope it doesn't impact the game in a negative way. It just might. We'll see. Morgan State with 11 first-half fouls, 2 each for David Syfax, Victor Curry, and Jordan Little. And for Hawks, Isaac Taylor has 2 fouls. He picked those up quickly, only played 7 minutes in the first half. 9-4 for Eastern Shore, 2 helpers each for Bartley and Arudia. Turnovers, 13 turnovers for Maryland Eastern Shore against just 7 for Morgan State. So the fouls and the giveaways keeping Morgan in this one. Blocks, 2-0 Hawks. Both blocks for Gabriel Jimpy and steals 2-2. Points in the paint, Hawks controlling the lanes 18-8. Points off turnovers, 13-5 for Morgan State. Second chance points 9-3 for the Bears. Fast break points 6-2 Hawks, and bench points 27-7 Morgan State. Their bench. No ties and no lead changes. Eastern Shore has led wire to wire. They've been up by as many as 10 points multiple times in the first half. Morgan State cut it to 6 to break. It's 40-31 Maryland Eastern. Keep shooting well, but what happens if they start cooling off in the second half? How do you keep Morgan State from filling in the void?
Well, I think Morgan's going to play the same type of game. They're going to be full court. They're going to play you tough man full court, and hopefully they're going to try to not let us shoot. If we shoot the ball well, we're going to do the best. Especially if the guards stay out of foul trouble.
Well said. Let's take a break. We'll come back with the out-of-town scores on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
No problem.
Pivot Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Mid-Atlantic region, with over 270 clinic locations and providing sports medicine services to over 120 youth, scholastic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Pivot Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Physical Therapy care to your Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson, located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. The Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, check into the Henson, and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
The Courtyard by Marriott on Route 13 in Salisbury offers comfortable rooms and meeting spaces, as well as always superior customer service and a great location near the mall. Call 410-742-4405 and ask for details about their special Maryland Eastern Shore partner rates. The Courtyard by Marriott in Salisbury, an official partner of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics, and proud to bring you this broadcast on SFMSports.net.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
We are back on the Shore halftime show. Maryland Eastern Shore 40-34, going for their second straight win. They Hawks out one consecutive games in 2 years. They won 3 in a row. The regular season, starting with a Morgan State win in March of 17. Then they won 2 MEAC tournament games to get to the semifinals. Hawks trying to get back to their win streak plays tonight. One other score in the MEAC tonight, halftime from Dover. Norfolk State leads Delaware State 27-21. A win for Norfolk State gives them the outright MEAC regular season championship. They've already clinched at least a share and the number 1 seed by virtue of a tiebreaker over North Carolina A&T. But a banner year for Norfolk State, who will represent the conference in one of the postseason tournaments, either championship or the NCAA tournament if Norfolk State pulls off the double. Thursday is the regular season finale in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Everyone will be in action. Delaware State at 5:30 and 7:30. The rematch after the 2 close games, which will have been 12 days ago by the time we reach Thursday. Other matchups, the in-state rivalries, Bethune-Cookman at Florida A&M. Morgan State, Savannah State at South Carolina State in Savannah State's final game as the MEAC regular season team. The Battle of Carolina, NC Central at A&T, and Howard at Norfolk State. All should be good matchups. And Howard-Norfolk State, that's their first meeting since the post-game brawl that marred the finish up at Burr Gymnasium last month. So Norfolk State's already clinched the championship. Howard will be fighting for positioning. We'll see what sort of tempers flare from Eccles Hall on Thursday night. Top 25 scores in the college basketball realm tonight. Just 3 teams in action. Number 2, Virginia took Syracuse to the woodshed, winning on the road 79-53, and turning a lot of silent faces and voices at the Carrier Dome. Number 8, Texas Tech hosts Texas, and number 18, K-State. Kansas State visits TCU. We'll take one last break, and we'll
You know those little white lies you tell yourself? Clogged pores? Not me. Oily skin? On this face? Blackheads? Nothing a little concealer can't hide. Truth is, your pores don't lie. And blackheads can only hide for so long. Introducing Biore Ultra Deep Cleansing Pore Strips with Witch Hazel. Get rid of blackheads and unclogged pores in just 10 minutes. Clogged pores can't hide from my Biore pore strips. Biore for your pores.
In winter, you can practically hear your skin changing. Drying out, flaking, tightening, becoming itchy, irritated, and inflamed. You need fast relief of Cortisone 10 Intensive Healing Anti-Itch Cream. Unlike regular lotions, Cortisone 10 relieves itch and irritation with 1% hydrocortisone, the strongest non-prescription itch medicine, plus 7 healing moisturizers. With Cortisone 10, no more fight! Can just sound fun again. Cortisone 10. Feel the heal. Use as directed.
Texting enrolls for recurring automated marketing text messages. Message and data rates may apply. Texting privacy rules and terms and conditions at textrules.us.
Has dinner got you down? Sick of awful frozen meals or unhealthy fast food? Don't despair, because Martha Stewart is doing a free taste test, giving away 3 full-size meals from her new meal kit delivery service, Martha and Marley Spoon. All ingredients of Martha's delicious and easy recipes. You're eating in just 30 minutes. To be part of Martha's at-home taste test and get 3 free meals, be one of the first 100 people to text the word FRESH. It's so easy. Text us now. Martha and Marley Spoon meals are easy, simple, and delicious. And right now, Martha wants you to enjoy 3 of her best 30-minute meals for free, so you can save time and enjoy eating dinner again. To be part of Martha's at-home taste test and get your 3 free meals, be one of the first 100 people to text FRESH to 246810. That's FRESH to 246810. FRESH to 246810.
The flagship station for Maryland Eastern Shore basketball is WTGM Salisbury, Delmarva's Fox Sports 960.
This is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball from SFMSports.net.
Second half action coming your way from the Heights Center. Maryland Eastern Shore leads Morgan State 40-34. And penultimate game of the regular season for the Hawks. Looks like they'll be anywhere between the 9 and 12 seed. Wins and a South Carolina State loss could potentially lift them to the number 9 seed, which they right now face Coppin State. If things hold, they'll be the 11th seed, and they will end up playing Florida A&M, as the standings are right now. Of course, all will be decided. Games Thursday. Remember last year in the MEAC, Dave, there was a 5-way tie for first place, and nothing was settled until the very end. Well, now it looks pretty clear. The top 3 seeds, I believe, are all settled. The top 2 certainly are Norfolk State and North Carolina A&T. 1 and 2. Central has a chance of being 3. Howard and Bethune-Cookman will fight for that 4th slot, and then it goes down from there. Remember, the first 4 teams in the standings get automatic buys in the quarterfinals. Morgan State basketball, we're underway with the second half. Bears moving left to right in the second half. Stanley Davis top of the circle for the Bears. Before Cameron back out for Devonish Prince. They work it around the horn to Antonio Gillespie. Davis straight away. Comes to the left wing for Cameron as the Hawks not letting him get inside. Cameron tries inside, missed the layup right side. Davis there swoop in and put it back. Stanley Davis, 4-point ball game, 40-36 Eastern Shore, 30 seconds into the second half. Left wing from Shore. Dino floats it to Bartley on the right sideline. Kane and Bartley, with the Hawks moving right to left in this second half. Still wearing the white jersey. Morgan State in the bright orange. Bartley, screen coming from Zeke Taylor. He takes to the right baseline, stops and pops, and 40-36 Shore. 1 minute into the second half.
Good shot by Bartley that time. He can drop that.
He's getting a lot better at that. Perhaps the most improved player on the Hawks. Morgan basketball. This is Devonish Prince in the right corner. Centers up. Tough pass out for Cameron. Left wing now 9 to shoot. A handoff. So go cross court to Devonish Prince. Right baseline. Steps in against Arrudia. Missed the jumper short. Rebound Jimfy. Hawks clear. Short basketball. Arrudia moonwalks into the front court. And we got a backcourt violation. Jimfy was never set. Across the midway line.
He went in the air. It was in the backcourt.
The Hawks give it away, and Stanley Davis to inbound for Orange. They had one possession with a 3-pointer here. Bears were just 3 of 10 from distance in the first half. They're one of the lowest volume and percentage 3-point teams in the MEAC. Press after Syfax straight away. Now it's Cameron in the right corner for Gillespie. Antonio Gillespie tickles it twice for 3. And 42-39 Eastern Shore. 2 minutes gone by in the second half. Ryan Arrudia sees daylight left, gets cut off. And up right baseline or sideline. At the Jimfy now, it's Arrudia again on the wing. Down low for Zeke Taylor. Double team left low block gets fouled. Isaac Taylor shoot 2 free throws. The Hawks miss with Zeke picking up 2 early fouls. The chance to go to him inside against an undersized Morgan State opposition.
I just got off to a really good start to begin the basketball game. I hope we can do that this second.
Zeke, 65% free throw shooter. 2 years ago in his last full healthy season was a 78% foul shooter in conference play. As he makes first free throw here. Pretty good for a big man. As David Syfax out with his 3rd foul. He's the one who fouled Taylor, and Malik Miller is back in. From Montrose Christian High School in Washapree. Second free throw to the right. Davis swoops in for the board. 43-39 Eastern Shore. 17:41 to go in the second half. Still a lot of basketball. Prince left corner, hands it off for Cameron. They find the right corner now. Malik Miller out for Gillespie. To Cameron, cuts in. Now Gillespie right wing, stops and pops. 18-footer over Taylor, can't bank it home. Offensive rebound, Stanley Davis. Darts it back up and in. Davis inside again. 41 lead down to 2. 3 minutes in the second half. Here's Brian Arrudia. Stripped to the right elbow. Stolen away by Malik Miller. 2-on-2. Orange blocked by Jimphy. Jimphy gets black. Blocks Devonish Prince. Second chance too strong for Morgan State, and it looks like
This is way up in the air that time.
Oh, he's got hops on.
He's got hops.
Third foul against Taylor. That's now 4 Hawks with 3 fouls. Zeke, a 3-point guard. Straightaway 3 for Devonish Prince. Tickles Klein, and for the first time today, Morgan State leads. Bears 44, Hawks 43. 3 minutes in the second half. Morgan State on a 10-3 run to open the second session. Gut check time for the Hawks. Here's Bartley, left channel, guarded closely by Cameron, finds Jimphy straight away, looking inside, nobody's open. Jimphy tries the left high post, gets knocked to the ground by Miller, and Malik Miller picks up the foul.
It was a little bit out of control and off balance.
Jimphy was heading down, Miller just helped him there.
I think he was just trying to get out of the way and got called for that.
Ahmad Frost back in for Eastern Shore as Brian Arrudia gets a breather.
Right out of bounds underneath the right now.
20 to shoot is Frost looking for Andino. Said it's Jimphy inside layup and in. Gabriel Jimphy. The orange sea just parted in front of it.
That's right. Nice out of bounds play.
And the Hawks lead again. 45-44 Eastern Shore. 3.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Now out of bounds play underneath the basket. It was off the ball. Right. Morgan State will get the inbound from the baseline. And we got one of the security officers
running after the ball. He's doing a good job.
Basketball. There's some hustle. Morgan State basketball. They'll inbound. Martez Cameron. Everybody standing at the free throw line. Now they all spread out. Floated to the backcourt for Sherwin Devonish Prince. Pump to the right corner for Cameron. Cameron centers up again. Devonish Prince around the one to glass. Three. The rebound. And Bartley. Bartley sprinting right to left in the front. Push off against Cameron Bartley. Devonish Prince. Maybe he nudged him and he went back, thought he got shot. That's number 4 on Kanan Bartley, and Brian Arrudia is back into the game. Morgan State brought a rather large contingent of their fans. Going to be chirping at each other for the rest of the ball game, especially since it's so close. In-state rivals. Eastern Shore leads Morgan State 45-44, 4 minutes into the second half. Anybody's ball game from the Heights. Here's Isaiah Burke, 10 points in the first half for Morgan. Into the left corner for Cameron. Back up for Burke. Now it's Davis straight away. Around the horn to Miller. Now Tyson Rawls left of center. Kicks it out. Blocked by Taylor. Denies Cameron. Here comes Andino down with it. Ryan Andino adjustment error. Lays it off the glass and in. Ryan Andino's got 10. 47-44. Now a steal by Arrudia. And he saves it inbounds. Arrudia diving across the floor like Superman into the Morgan State bench to save it in bounds. He walks it into the front court. Also hit from Arrudia. Hawk basketball trying to capitalize. Here's Arrudia. Team up 47-44. 15 and change to go in the second half. Arrudia takes the screen from Frost. Double team on the left wing. Deep free. And now Taylor there for the putback. Isaac Taylor inside. 45-44. Now Taylor gets back to flex the ball in the cornerback. Stolen by Jimphy. Arrudia to the front court. That was called. They got it to Andino, who missed a 3 on the left wing. It didn't count anyway. Absolutely sloppy, and I imagine Todd Bozeman's going to let him hear it in this media timeout. But Eastern Shore, after getting a lead, has seen he's on the right back. 14:55 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore 49, Morgan State 44 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
Do you need a break, a getaway? Plan a visit to Hyatt Place Dewey Beach in Delaware. Back. Relax your toes in the sand and unwind to the sounds of the ocean. Please your palate with a delicious meal at Cape Hossa Restaurant on the Bay while taking in the sights of a beautiful sunset. It's time to get away and make that getaway to the Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. Call 302-864-9100 or visit HyattPlaceDeweyBeach.com. Make a lifetime of memories in your own backyard at Hyatt Place Dewey Beach. That's Hyatt Place Dewey Beach on Facebook and Instagram.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, instructs, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at GoCoastGuard.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFNSports.net.
Back in Princess Anne, 5 to play in the second half. Eastern Shore lead Morgan State 49-44, and the offense have rev themselves up again. Morgan State took their first lead at 44-43. The Hawks have been on a 6-0 run since. And sparked by the hustle of Brian Arrudia, who dove for a loose ball. Was all the way off the ground and parallel to it. They'll inbounded for Maryland Eastern Shore.
The Hawks are still shooting the lights out of it.
68% for the ball game as cross pass tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Orange. Hawks are 4 of 5 in the second half. Morgan State has gotten 11 shots off already in the second half. Somehow haven't really hit many of them at all. Down to A.J. Cheeseman, left wing. Cheeseman back into the Hawks for Isaac Taylor. Now Frost left channel in the backcourt for the Hawks. Into Cheeseman, right low post. Missed the layup. He's fouled.
Wide open going to the basket. They had to hack him in order for not to score.
Fouls against Kyson Rolls. Cheeseman headed to the line. He's got 4 points today. He's 2 of 3 from the stripe. AJ debuted with 19 points against Georgetown on first free throw. Followed up with 18 and 7 against North Carolina State. Hawks break 50. This can make a free possession game. That's in and out. Davis slams the ball on the rebound. 50-44 Eastern Shore. 14 and a half to go in the second half. Bear basketball. Cameron top circle guarded by Andino. Cross court, long pass for Burke on the left wing. Cuts in baseline, stood up by Cheeseman. It's back up to Davis. Stanley puts it to Rawls. Now it's Cameron, right corner for Miller. He'll try a line drive 3, miss it strong. And Cheeseman comes down with a board. Davis mistimed the leap. Ahmad Frost slithering in off the glass, no good. Jimpy there for the putback. That's no good either. Gets caught between backboard and rim and falls out. Rebound for Isaiah Burke, and Jimpy commits the foul.
He was up there. He had that just a touch off the glass, but went there.
He's made a couple of those today. Just can't get that one to fall. And that's foul number 3 against Jimpy. 3 fouls for Montrezl Oliver is in. Ryan Andino out for Maryland Eastern Shore. Morgan has Streeter, Cameron, Burke, Davis, and Rawls on the floor. Here's Burke, top circle, slithers in around Cheeseman, contact, offensive foul. The gutters, and Burke called for the charge. It was interesting, David. Both teams were standing around as if it was a block foul. Oh, that was a offensive foul instead of defensive, but the Hawks will certainly take it.
We'll take
Brian Arrudia inbound. Morgan bringing a full court press. He skipped it into Frost. Far sideline. Trotting right to left across the midway. Now it's Arrudia. Overhand fling for Jimpy, and it's Oliver right sideline. 50-44 Hawks, 13:50 to go. Jimpy right wing for Eastern Shore. Pumps to Oliver. Around the horn to Arrudia on the left wing. Arudia backs out against Cameron. 8 to shoot. Arudia centered lane. Cross-court free throw line. Leans to his right. Off-balance jumper. Catches the heel of the iron. Cheeseman juggles down the offensive rebound. Fresh 30 for the Hawks.
Yeah, size factor that time. Cheeseman just too big for Morgan.
Inside for Jimpy. Right baseline. Canada foul. Jimpy flexing. Rawls with the foul. And Gabe's got a chance for 3.
Size to the Morgan defender.
Gabriel Jimpy, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks. He's played virtually every minute for Cliff Reed tonight. That was the 3rd foul against Rawls as Jimpy hits free throw. The lead is 9 rather. 53 to 44. Eastern Shore 13 to go. Orange basketball. Burks slithers into the free throw line out for Davis. Now it's Cameron right of center. Shovels it back for Streeter. Right wing 3. Well short. Davis plucks down the board. Lays off the glass and in. Stanley Davis.
He's got a funky release down inside, but it's very quick, and he spins it off the ball.
Like he's playing darts down there. 53-46 Shore, under 13 to go. Oliver, right sideline for the Hawks. Inside for Jimpy, right baseline. Accelerates in. Jumps it out for Cameron. He should have taken a layup that time. On Cameron on the right wing from Morgan State. Shovels back for Davis. Circles around Frost. Plays for Stanley the Manley. 53 to 48. Eastern Shore. 16 and 10. Another double. Here's a Rudy. Frost gets tangled up with Streeter, and that's 4 on Ahmad. Or no, it's Jimpy.
I think Jimpy got called for moving screen down.
Moving screen on Jimpy, and that's now 4 on Jimpy. Right, you are, Dave.
I believe it's the 2nd time he's been called for that type of foul.
Colin Gaynor checking in. Bartley and Jimpy, the 2 defensive scrappers for the Hawks, each have 4 fouls. And now Cliff will miss their offense in the second half, too. Into the front court, Cameron, right side of the lane for Morgan State. He lays it off the window. Teardrop falls, and the bank is open for Morgan State. 3 straight makes. 1 possession game, and now the pass too far, leading Ahmad Frost out of bounds, but looks like Morgan State helped them, and Eastern Shore catching a break. They'll get to inbound.
Yeah, that's a good hustle by Frost, and you see they're jumping out of bounds and throwing it off Morgan.
Brian Andino back in. And Ahmad Frost, or no, it's Jimpy who's out. Oliver is out. 54 to go. Hawks are in the bonus now. Morgan's got 6 fouls. That's one puts him on the line. Frost jumps it back to Arudia. Arudia slithers in the front court. 12 to go. 3-point Hawk lead. Morgan on a 6-0 run over the past minute plus. Brian Arudia right sideline. Right side layup, and A.J. Cheeseman on a brilliant feed from Arudia. And that was the combination we thought we'd see the whole season at the beginning of the year. 55-50 Hawks, 11:42 to go. Stanley Davis top circle for Morgan State. Now it's Cameron on the right wing. Cameron cross court for Devonish Prince. Left wing, Devonish Prince cuts it, stolen by Frost. Number 4 for the Hawks, 3 on 3. Frost gets around his man, finger roll off the belly iron. Gainers there for the putback. Kind of sits out the rim for Frost, if you will. Gaynor with the bucket, 57-50 Shore, 11:18 to go.
Great hustle by Gaynor to follow that play up.
Morgan basketball. Free throwing inside for Davis. Lost the handle, it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gaynor, and Orange retains possession when we come back. 57-50 Eastern Shore, 11:09 to go on the Shore Sports Network and smsports.net.
Hawks fans, improving reliability with new technology and upgrades is only part of Delmarva Power's commitment to customers. They're also helping customers save money and programs that can help everyone reduce monthly bills. Just visit delmarva.com/everyonesaves for more. That's delmarva.com/everyonesaves. Delmarva Power, sponsor of Maryland Eastern Shore Athletics.
Signs by Tomorrow is proud to be one of the founding companies of of the one-day sign industry. Our services include banners, trade show displays, window and vehicle lettering, decals, name tags, logo reproduction, and real estate signs. We offer free estimates, design proposals, and on-site consultations. One-day service is available. Let us show you what we can do for you. Signs by tomorrow.
Call 410-860-0033 or visit signsbytomorrow.com.
This is Hawks basketball from SFNSports.net.
11:09 to go in the second half. Eastern Shore leads Morgan State 57-50. Will DeBoer, Dave Bird with you courtside. Dave, this has been a real crackerjack of a ball game at the Heights Center today.
It's been really, really high octane. Both teams are going to be laying it all out on the floor. Somebody's been some tired guys after this ball game.
They certainly are. They won't have that long to rest either. 3 days from now, the teams will play their regular season finale. Hawks host Delaware State. Morgan State hosts Coppin State in their battle for Baltimore. Hawks will play Del State for the second time in 12 days. Morgan basketball inbound to David Syfax. Pull-up jumper over Rockhead, off the window, and a rebound for Frost. Rudy Frost, Gaynor, Andino, and Zeke Taylor for the Hawks. Here's Frost on the left wing, now Gaynor straight away. Rudy right wing, pumps it down low for Zeke. Left baseline, triple team. Somebody's open. Frost on the left wing now. Ahmad tries left baseline, jumps out for Gaynor, but it's deflected and intercepted by Orange. Left-handed layup is in. Cameron flying in there.
No, he almost shot it from behind his back.
Like catapult approach. 57-50 Eastern Shore, 10.5 to play at the Heights Center. Hawks trying to win their second straight game. For the first time in 2 years. Here's Rudia at the edge of the M. This is also for positioning in the MEAC tournament. 10 to shoot. Rudia takes a screen from Taylor. Left wing tries the baseline against Gillespie. Step back 18-footer. Yes! Ryan Rudia. The step back dagger. 59-52 Hawks, 10 minutes to go. Morgan basketball. Burke cuts in. Teardrop at the free throw line. Catches iron and in. Burke is having a fine game. That's his 12th point. First bucket of the half, 59-54, 9:50 to go. Left wing for three. Way too strong. Gaynor juggles the rebound, but it's hauled down by Malik Miller, and we got a late whistle, a foul against Colin Gaynor.
Yeah, that was a little ticky-tack on that one. All the contact we got going out there.
The fouls, they're all made of ticky-tack, and they all look the same. Short back on defense. Morgan State basketball. Here's Gillespie wing. Around the horn to Burke. Burke, guard by Andino. Now slide back straight away. They'll get it back to Martez Cameron. Cameron cuts in at the free throw line, left to right. Three left. And Cheeseman box out. Down low. Miller over the back. AJ position. Boxing out. And that's a foul against Morgan. So shoot. He throws the rest of the way.
The problem is this size of earth is way bigger than the nearest guy on Morgan's squad.
Can you imagine? Oh, Cheeseman and Taylor both on the floor now for the three. He hasn't done that very much. They've both been injured often on this season as Cheeseman missed the front end. But with this lineup, Morgan's got a size disadvantage, not one but two different locations. We'll see if Eastern Shore can capitalize. Up 5 with 9 and change to go. Gillespie on the left wing for Morgan State. Now it's Burke on the right wing. Inside the free throw line for Miller. Gets around the big man. Lays up and in. The hoop and the harm. Well, that's one way to penetrate inside. Just go around them like traffic cones. That's the 4th foul against Isaac Taylor. That's 3 Hawks now on the brink.
Yeah. That was a great cut by Miller that time. He comes from behind. Right around Taylor.
Malik Miller, the former National Honor Society man at Friendship Tech Prep. And he makes a free throw his friend that time. Point play for Miller. Colin Gaynor in. Isaac Taylor out with the 4 fouls. 9:05 to go. And now here's Tyler Jones. Tyler Jones, the junior forward from Atlantic City. He's been essentially for the past couple of weeks. This is his first action of the ball game, and that's a big body to leave on the bench there, Dave. 7.5 points, 3 rebounds. Here's Frost, left wing for Maryland Eastern Shore. Dante Caldwell also has some play, but he's street close today. Here's Andino and Arudia from the edge of the M. Hawks trying to control the tempo here. 9 to shoot. Arudia backing off Gillespie. Dribbles to the right wing. Stops the dribble. Inside for Gaynor. Pass too strong. Hawks give it away.
Throw it away.
They get 20 Eastern Shore turnovers in this game. The Hawks shooting 62%. They should be winning by more, but they've turned it over nearly double the amount of times as have the men in orange. Gillespie controls from Morgan State on the left wing. Pumps it into the corner for Cameron. Cameron at the elbow. Back for Syfax. David Syfax straight away. Morgan State leads again. 60-59 Bears. 8 1/4 to go. Brian Arudia quickly into the front court for the Hawks. Now Gaynor and Jones up baseline. TJ backs it out, gives it for Brian Arudia on the left sideline. Hawks. Last time they fell behind, scored 6 straight. Celebration. Cuts in the free throw line out for Jones. TJ, step back jumper, free throw line, rattles in and out, gets the offensive rebound, and foul's called. Are they going to get Gaynor? Offensive rebound? No, the foul's against Cameron of Morgan State. Holding. So he'll shoot 1 and 1 when we come back. 7:51 to go in the second half. Morgan State 60, Eastern Shore 59 on the Shore Sports Network and SFMSports.net.
The Eastern Shore is a perfect place to visit year-round. A gem hidden on the lower shore is the Henson. Located in the heart of Princess Anne on the picturesque campus of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, the Henson is the perfect choice for campus visits, business trips, reunions, meetings, and relaxing getaways. Check into the Henson and we'll take care of the rest. Book online at umes.edu/Henson.
Your Doc's In Urgent Care has you covered. From physicals to flu shots, pediatrics to pneumonia, strep throat to stitches. Whether you're on vacation or on your way to work, they accept most insurance and offer affordable self-pay options. Use Clockwise online, call, or just stop by. Your Doc's In has been named the best urgent care for 4 years in a row. Your Doc's In Urgent Care with 6 convenient locations to serve you on Maryland's Eastern Shore, whether you live here or you're just traveling through.
This is Hawks basketball from SFMSports.net.
7:51 to play from the Heights. Morgan State 60, Eastern Shore 59. Hawks shooting 60% for this game, but they've turned it over 20 times, allowing Morgan State to shoot 15 more shots. Morgan's made exactly the same number of shots as Maryland Eastern Shore, despite shooting just a 40%. That's what turnovers will do for you, Dave.
Yeah, turnovers. That's an unfortunate event for the Hawks.
The Hawks do have a chance to tie and take the lead. Colin Gaynor's at the line shooting 1 and 1. The Berlin man, a 59% foul shooter. First one rattles home, and the Hawks tie it, and Gaynor will get another. 60 all. Now the Hawks, in their 3 MEAC wins, they've held all 3 of their opponents at or near 64. Gaynor rattles home. AJ Cheeseman back in, and Gaynor is out. Hawks lead 61-60. Eastern Shore's given up 58 in their 3 MEAC wins. It's up to 72 points in their 11 losses. It's going to be a fight to the finish. We saw a couple years ago, Maryland Eastern Shore for 3 in the left corner. Big dagger, beautiful arc, 360 spin, and he ups to the Bear faithful. 63-61 Morgan State, 7.5 to play from the Heights. Right to left moves Eastern Shore. Here's Cheeseman left of center on the perimeter. Finds Arudia on the right wing. Arudia having a fine game, 16 points with 7 turnovers. Here's Jones straight away. Back to Andino. Dino with 10 to shoot, circling up. Right side paint, throws it off the heel. Cheeseman with a putback, and he gets fouled. A.J. Cheeseman sandwiched with 2 orange jerseys. Somehow gets his fingertips to the basketball, and he'll shoot a pair. That's the 4th foul now against David Syfax, and that's the biggest for Morgan State, Dave, in the severe foul trouble. Not they have that many bigs.
Yeah, at 6'7", he's not big.
HJ, 2-shot foul, makes the first. Syfax stands 6'7". Jordan Little seen a lot in this now. Davis checks back in. Team's leading rebounder, 6'4". Tyler Jones out, Colin Gaynor in. Cheeseman for the tie. Morgan State's lead is still intact, 63-62. 7 minutes even to play from the Heitch. Martez came on the right wing for Morgan State. Jabs in, now hands it off for Burke. They work it around the horn now to Gillespie. Davis pumps it to Cameron on the right wing, looking inside Gillespie. Right baseline, sandwich between two defenders. Now to Davis, back to Gillespie. Right hand hook shot somehow gets in. 65-62 as Morgan State passing it around like table tennis. 6.5 to play for the Heitch. Here's Frost right wing. Now it's Arudia for the Shore. Right sideline looking inside for Gaynor. He's covered. Small lineup for the Hawks. Arudia bumps to the right elbow. Backs out. 10 to shoot inside for Cheeseman. Left low. Block. A.J. Cheeseman.
Too strong in there for Morgan.
Fouls against Malik Miller. That's a real mismatch down low. The Hawks take advantage, and Eastern Shore can tie with a free throw. A.J. Cheeseman, this is him.
Yes, that's right. The Cheeseman got 4 inches and probably 30 pounds on the...
Kanan Bartley's back with 4 fouls. Ryan Andino gets a breather. Cheeseman. This to tie. He missed it. He's just 4 for 9 from the line today. 65. 16 to go. Orange basketball. Gillespie contested left corner 3 here. Lidbank at home. Rebound Bartley. Hawks can leave with the bucket. Arudia galloping right to left into attack formation. Close for Cheeseman at the right and high post. Cheeseman holds the ball over his head. Skips it back for Bartley. Now it's Arudia on the left wing. Arudia finds Cheeseman straight away. He's not going to try the 3. Not here. 8 to shoot. It's Arudia now. Spins to the baseline. Cuts out again. 5 to shoot. Brian Arudia at the free throw line. Spins to the left. Fadeaway. 15-footer. Back front of the iron. Cheeseman came down with it. And the clock didn't reset, but it sounded like it looked like it did hit the front of the rim.
Down, yeah.
And it did. So no shot clock violation. Eastern Shore will get to inbound, probably with 27 or 28 on the clock. 5:41 to play. 65-64 Bears. Now Isaac Taylor subbing back in for the Hawks. Colin Gaynor out. There's Little. We haven't seen him since the first half. Now he'll be a big body inside for Morgan State. And Ryan Andino's in for Ahmad Frost. A chess match of personnel between Cliff Reed and Todd Bozeman. Arudia to inbound. Flicks it in for Zeke in the middle of the paint. Dribbles once. Double team. Left-handed hook. Leaves on the front of the iron. Rebound for Jordan. Nice play call. Just didn't work. Orange ball. Here's Burke on the right wing. Back out for Cameron on the left wing. Guarded by Bartley. Martez into the corner for Malik Miller. Miller centering up. Up a little around the horn to Burke on the right wing. 10 to shoot. Burke out for Davis. Back to Miller. Malik Miller. Screen from Davis. Slithers in. Steps around. Zeke lays it up and in. Explosive step from Malik Miller.
Yeah,
like he was shot out of a cannon.
That was surprising.
67-64 Morgan. 5 to go from Heitch. Bartley up the right sideline for the Hawks, and he is mauled. A 2-shot foul as the Hawks are in the double bonus. Now, Eastern Shore has committed 6 fouls as well, so if Morgan will shoot free throws the rest of the way, it could become a battle of the stripe.
Yeah. What's new at a close ball game? That's usually where it's going to be the fouls in this game. We know that.
Malik Miller with his 4th foul, so that's 2 Bears in the danger zone. Miller's got 4. Harley also has 4. He's to the stripe. First free throw from iron. He was 6 of 6 from the stripe. His last game, missed the first one. Gabriel, Jim Fee, Colin Gaynor in for defense for the Hawks. Cheeseman and Taylor out. For really the first time in this half, Dave, it looks like Morgan's got the mismatch inside in their favor. As Bartley's second free throw, that's too strong. Davis chases down the long board. Still 67-64 Morgan, 4:48 to go. Cameron backs out to the M for Morgan State. And now they'll slow things down, give Eastern Shore a taste of their own medicine. Flick off for Burke, left sideline, back to Cameron in the left corner, 10 to shoot. Left corner, Stanley Davis. Davis guarded by Gaynor. What's he going to do here? He'll just spot up 19-foot, catch back iron, and a scrump the board. Jimmy comes down with it. Barley got the hand to knock it loose from an orange jersey. Colin Gaynor, left base, 19-footer, in and out. Barley coming out, and he slips over the rebound. Devonish Prince comes down with it from Oregon. Burke, left side, lays off the glass hand in. 69-64 Oregon State. Timeout, Todd Bozeman. The Bears on a run, their largest lead. 5 points with 4:10 to go. And this will become one last break here tonight. 69-64 Morgan State on the Shore Sports Network.
Are you thinking about selling your home? Well, think bigger. Selling is old school. Selling is small, while the rental market is huge. Since 2020, whilst your home ownership hit a 30-year low. So before you sell, look into renting. It's easy, fast, and worry-free when you hire Renters Warehouse. They'll price your property, find your tenants, collect the rent, and take those pesky maintenance calls. Go to renterswarehouse.com for a free home rental price analysis today. Renters Warehouse, the professional landlords of Rent Estate.
Endless scratching. The itch from my eczema is unbearable. Are you struggling to get relief from chronic itching due to your atopic dermatitis, also known as eczema? If so, you may qualify for a clinical study testing an investigational medication for the severe itch associated with atopic dermatitis. Qualified participants will receive study-related care and medication at no charge. Call 1-844-777-4884 or 1-844-777-ITCH or visit adfanstudy.com for more information on how to participate. Sponsored by Vanda Pharmaceuticals.
This is Hawks Basketball from SFMSports.net.
Down the stretch we come. Morgan State 69, Eastern Shore 64, 4:10 remaining. Center. The Hawks have led for most of this game, led by as many as 10. They find themselves down 5 as Morgan State on a run. The Hawks haven't scored in over 2 minutes. Arudia dancing right to left into the front court. Todd Bozeman called it last time out for Morgan State. Now it's Isaac Taylor, left baseline, back out for Frost. Straight away for 3. Ahmad Frost. Inside out. 69-67 Morgan. 3:45 to go. Cameron left sideline for the Bears. Pacing around. The clock is on his side, but only a sliver. Cameron, a little confusion in the backcourt. Now he dribbles to the right corner with 10 to shoot. Cameron looking inside. Centers up again, guarded by Cheeseman. Teardrop off the glass and in. Cameron, zigzagoo.
That's a tough shot to make, too.
71-67, Shore down, 3:15 to go. Cameron's got 10. Here's Arudia on the left wing for the Hawks. He's got 16 points today. Frost, who made that last 3, looking inside for Cheeseman. He'll dribble into the right elbow and now step out again. Inside for Cheeseman, right baseline against Davis. Cheeseman posting up. Back up for Frost. He'll try another 3. Miss everything. It's an air ball. And now it's Morgan basketball. I think this is actually the media timeout. So we'll step inside. Eastern Shore down 71-67 on the Shore Sports Network. That's on sports.net.
Pivot Physical Therapy is the leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine services in the Mid-Atlantic region with over 270 clinic locations and over 20 youth, classic, collegiate, and professional programs. Pivot Physical Therapy is in your backyard with locations in Salisbury, Berlin, Cambridge, Easton, and Seaford. Pivot Physical Therapy and Pivot Sports Medicine is a proud partner of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Provide athletic training and physical therapy care to your Maryland Eastern Shore Hawks.
Training is about more than muscle. It's about inner strength. So I push myself. That's why I serve in the United States Coast Guard. I train with the best. A team that shares my drive and commitment. We collect intelligence, guard our shores against drug smugglers, and keep our waterways safe. Because our nation expects more. Discover a future that exceeds your expectations. Learn more at gocoastguard.com.
This is Hawks basketball from sfsports.net.
2:56 remaining for the Heights Center. Morgan State 71, Eastern Shore 67. Hawks going for their highest point total since they scored 74 and lost to Winfrey. Morgan basketball. At this point, present juncture, yes, Dave, we do need more. Morgan State basketball. This is Cameron who had that tough one-handed shot off the window during the last possession. Peeks in and out against Frost. 10 to shoot. Here's Burke on the left wing, guarded by Bartley. Burke, dribble drive in, stripped away, and Bartley stays it inbound. Caden Bartley with a steal. Cheeseman calling for it, hands off for Arudia. Arudia into the front court, accelerating in right side, gets fouled. 2 shots coming for Rudy.
Oh, he's going 110 miles an hour down there.
Smiling at the camera with a toothpick in his mouth. Foul against Devonish Prince, his second. Arudia to shoot 2. Ryan Arudia, indicative of all that's gone right for the Hawks and gone wrong today. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He's 4-7 at the line and has turned it over 7 times. But he makes his first free throw, and that makes it a one-possession game. The Hawks 20 turnovers in this game and 22 fouls. Morgan's only turned over 12 times. They have 23 fouls. Arudia makes them both 18 points for Arudia. 71-69 Morgan. 2:20 to go. Orange basketball. It's Davis. Cameron on the right wing. Out for Davis, who's been quiet in these last few minutes, but he's got 16 today. Explosive down low. Devonish Prince cuts the paint left to right. Lays it up. Blocked by Cheeseman. But it's out of bounds. And last touch for the Hawks. Possession never officially changed hands, so Morgan's got 13 to shoot. They line up at the free throw line. Cameron House, rock floats to the back court for Burke. 10 seconds to shoot. Burke keeps it out, calling for Cameron on the left channel. He's got 5 seconds to go. Cameron, right wing out for Devonish Prince. Now it's Davis, 2, 1, can he get it off? It's off the back of the bottom of the backboard. It's a shot clock violation. The Hawks hold steady.
He actually had a shot out that three-point line. He didn't take it.
He did.
That cost him the possession.
Morgan got a little skittish.
Yep.
1:52 remaining. Hawk basketball down 71-69. Arudia flicks it into Taylor. Now it's Arudia again. Morgan brought the press at the beginning. Now they back up into a half-court D. Arudia right to left, sprints into attack formation. Ryan Arudia dancing on the right channel. 100 seconds to go. Cheeseman straight away. Oh, he almost traveled. Arudia now on the right wing, steps into the right elbow. Cheeseman left side paint, falls to the floor. Hands of orange. And it's basketball. Eastern Shore catches a break as Sherwin Devonish Prince had it in his hands and instead it trickled through the wickets.
Right through his legs.
Hawks call a timeout with 1:31 to go. They'll have 10 to shoot down 71-69. It's a full timeout. We're sticking with you the rest of the way. David Bird, what do you do?
Go down to the free throw line because you know if somebody's going to the basket, they're going to get fouled. So whoever's going to make the most free throws in this last minute 30 is probably going to win this game.
The Hawks are in the double bonus, and next foul for Morgan gets them into single bonus. Eastern Shore shooting 8 of 13 from 18 of 30 from the line today at 60%. Morgan not much better, 12 of 19, a paltry 63%. The best free throw shooters for the Hawks. It's been Ryan Arudia at 6 of 9. Everybody else has mostly 2s. AJ Cheeseman is 4 for 9. So if you're Morgan State, fouling Cheeseman perhaps not the worst bit of strategy.
No.
Todd Bozeman and Cliff Reed, 2 coaches who have won MEAC championships in the past. Reed, 2011 at alma mater Bethune-Cookman. Bozeman, 3 straight titles in 08 and 2010, including a couple of tournament titles. These teams were on this floor 2 years ago. It was Dante Caldwell who hit the 3 on the feed from Derek Opek in transition. Both those guys are not on the active roster right now for Eastern Shore, of course. Much long graduated. Arudia to inbound. So who's going to play the hero today? Cross from the right post. 71 all. 1:22 to go. Tie ball game. Morgan basketball. Stanley Davis on the left wing. Dribbles to the corner, guarded by Cheeseman. Steps in, 18-footer. Leaves it short. Cheeseman the rebound. Ill-advised from Stanley Davis. He can't do it alone. Hawk basketball with a chance to take the lead. Right to left to Rudy across the big maroon M. 1 minute to go from the height. On the left elbow. Guarded by Cameron. Inside for Zeke Taylor. Left baseline. Now it's Andino. Andino lost the handle. Saves it in the left corner. Now it's Taylor. 9 to shoot. Post up against him, Zeke. He does. Right to left. Fakes left. Gets around his man. Lays it up and in. Isaac Taylor. Feed the beast. 73-71 Hawks. 40 seconds remaining. Morgan basketball. Stanley Davis dancing at the free throw line. Out to the right corner. 3-ball Cameron. No good. Hawk basketball. Under 30 to go. Eastern Shore. Arudia. Taylor. Left side. Fouled. Taylor had an easy either layup or dunk. If Morgan doesn't foul him right there. A two-shot foul. Zeke's a pretty good free throw shooter for a big man. He's clapping his hands. 24.1 seconds remaining. 73-71 Hawks.
But we went down inside and got the lead.
Zeke to shoot 2. This could make it a 2-possession game. Isaac Taylor fresh. Cameron left to the front court by Frost. Cameron finds Burke straight away. 17 seconds to Burke. Tries it. Blocked by Cheeseman. Swooping for the second chance, Malik Miller. Timeout, Morgan State. 14.4 seconds remaining. Hawks 74. Morgan State 73. And for Eastern Shore, their 6th block of the game, but it's not enough to prevent Morgan from getting within 1.
Miller followed the block up. A great block by Cheeseman. Then Miller just got the ball back in his hands and put it off. 14 seconds. Hawks up 1.
So if you're Morgan State, you have at least a couple of seconds to try and go for the goal. I don't think you have to immediately.
No.
But if it gets to about 10, then you've got to. It's a 1-point game. That's different than a 3 or a 4-point game.
Well, not fouling. If you don't get the steal, you have to foul immediately. Whenever you put your team on the line, you're shooting two shots. So it's still a 1-possession game to take both shots.
Hawks to inbound. Arudia, Frost, Taylor, Bartley, and Andino on the floor. All solid free throw shooters. Full court press from Morgan State. Arrudia to trigger the inbound. Hawks lined up in a straight line. They break. Arrudia is looking. Oh, he's got Bartley. Go to Cannon. Timeout. Timeout taken by Brian Arrudia. He had Bartley on the right sideline, but now Cliff Reed's right in the face of Bartley. I guess
Bartley was open.
He did. He was. Hawks have a timeout to use, and they do. 74-73 Eastern Shore, 14.4 seconds remaining, and now Gabriel Jimmy.
Probably for Bartley.
Probably. The situation, the Hawks are in the double bonus. I need Morgan State to line for two. On the floor for Morgan State, Burke, Miller, Cameron, Gillespie, and Dennis Prince, all three-point shooters. Todd Bozeman's laid his cards on the table right now. Eastern Shore is going with a similarly small lineup.
Right. Two small lineups on the floor right now.
14.4 seconds left. 1 point separates these two teams. Indeed, Jim Fee did sub in for Bartley. Arrudia to trigger the inbound. In for Frost, a double team, and a foul. As Devonish, Prince, and Gillespie tried to swoop in for the steal, but somebody caught Frost on the arm. Two-shot foul, Ahmad Frost. The foul against Devonish Prince is his third. Ahmad Frost at the line, a 40% free throw shooter this year. He has not gotten to the line often. He's been all sorts of out of rhythm. Rare to expect from a 6-foot guard. A lot can be forgiven if he makes them both here. The first one's up and in. Nothing but net. Subs for Morgan State. They'll put Tyler Streeter back in for Malik Miller. Also have Tyson Rawls in. 13.9 seconds left. This to make it a 3-point basketball game. Frost, second free throw. Nothing but net. Two perfect free throws from Frost. 10 seconds to go. Morgan basketball. Burke into the front court. Burke loses the handle. Into the right corner. 3-ball rolls. Frost the rebound. Ahmad's fouled. That was halfway down, and the iron said no dice. And Jesse Williams, he's doing it too. Swirling around the world and out.
Wow. She was down.
That's the fifth foul against Malik Miller, and now Frost can ice this thing. In and out. Crowd loves it.
She was halfway down.
It was.
Roll back out for the Hawks.
There's a scientific principle named for a Mr. Bernoulli. It says it's just a simple breeze will blow up the cup as Frost makes his first free throw. That should ice it. Well, Eastern Shore is going to win this game with a big assist to Mr. Bernoulli tonight. This to put it on ice. Frost free throw, nothing but net. He's made 4 free throws. 78-73 Hawks, 4 seconds to go. Morgan State cannot tie it. Burke's 3-ball at the buzzer, clangs strong, and Eastern Shore survives. Hawks 78, Bears 73. Maryland Eastern Shore wins a nail-biter against their in-state rivals. And the Hawks have won consecutive games for the first time in 2 years. The Hawks improved to 6-24, 4-11 in the MEAC. They've won 2 in a row. Morgan falls to 9-19, 4-11 as well. The two teams splitting their season series, so the tiebreaker's still up in the air as to who would get a 10 or an 11 or the higher seed in this situation. Cliff Reed's going to come over, loosen his tie, and he's going to be, I'm sure, all smiles after this one. The Hawks a gritty 78-73 win. He gets a big fist bump from Jesse T. Williams and the other supporters, Harry Hawk as well, and here comes Coach Reed right now. Coach, I'll say that was the most game of the season and we came out on top. Your thoughts on this one?
Well, congratulations to these young men of Maryland Eastern Shore. They have not stopped battling, and they've improved as the season is going on. So hats off to the young men in the locker room, the coach staff, Ace Custis, Raheem Waller and Joe Flacco did a super job of getting these guys prepared to play. And they showing resilience, they showing toughness, and I like what I see.
I know it's with the coaching staff. Sorry, Dave, but all black on the sideline. I mean, it was, what's that Duke principle, right? It's their funeral.
Well, before the game, Todd Bozeman said he wasn't having that at all. Y'all picked the wrong opponent to try to bury tonight. So he had an extra little something for his team when they came out because he didn't know it until they came out. So I said maybe we should have saved this up for somebody else.
Well, Coach, let's give you some credit for getting that team ready to play. And those guys, you played extremely hard tonight, extra hard, I thought. Diving for loose balls, we're saving them. I mean, and I'll give you huge credit. We took a little lead by going down inside to the big guys, and the big guys came through for you.
Well, absolutely. We thought as time went on that these guys would get better and better, and they just and AJ Cheeseman is a really good player, but he's just not playing with confidence right now. You know, and confidence at the same time. And Isaac has delivered for us. We wanted to go to him. He got in a little foul trouble that kind of hurt the game plan a little bit, but the guys did a super job. I'm proud of them.
Yeah, we just got the stat sheet here. Looks like 6 players in double figures, really balanced. Brian Rudy stands up for those 18 points. 2 more turnovers, but I think he made up play in the early second half. He dove for a loose ball. He was parallel with the hardwood. I mean, that is hustle right there.
Hey, that's the kind of toughness that I like to see, and they are starting to take on my personality. If you say what a Cliff Reed team is tough, disciplined, won't beat themselves, and we're getting part of that. It took us a long time, but when you take over a job like this, sometimes that everybody's not accustomed to my voice being the primary voice, and the way we want to do things. So it's taken us a while, and the injuries and things have played a part in that. But hey, man, I can't say nothing but great things about these young men because as you can see, they're playing really hard. It's not indicative of what our record is. We play like we're on the flip side of that, and that's great to see.
It's a good time to be playing hard.
Absolutely,
it's an absolutely great time to
and make a few shots.
Yeah, you shot the lights out of it the first half.
In the first half,
but you still shot well for the
second half. Just too many turnovers.
56%. Well, that's 2 wins in a row now. We got Delaware State coming into town 3 days from now. A chance to win 3 in a row going into the tournament. What is it that you always say? It's about the 3 or 4 games in March, right?
Absolutely. 3 or 4 games in March. What it's all about.
All right. Well, he's Cliff Reed, head coach of Maryland Eastern Shore, and congratulations there, Coach. We'll see you talk on Wednesday and right back here on Thursday.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach.
Cliff Reed, everybody. Maryland.